Welcome back, beautiful beings. Today, I wanted to see how it would go if I used a die stencil as a pocket. Okay, this is left over from your die cuts. If you don't know what die cuts are, your metal things, you run through a Sizzix and you put them on and it cuts out whatever the die cut shape is. I have some scrap fabric here and I'm going to flip this over, and I have scrap pieces of green that go with the green, and I'm just going to randomly start gluing down the fabric scraps, and I have one piece of paper scrap, and we're going to see how it goes. See what it looks like. Okay, beautiful beings, I'm just going to fast forward it. It took me 22 minutes to do this. So I'm going to fast forward it. That way I'll have time to do another one. But yeah, I think this is a great idea. I haven't even looked at it yet. I can't wait to look at it. I want to see what it looks like. But I want to do 3. But the other one's already on here. The next one. But I'm editing right now. But see that piece of green right there? That piece of green on the left of my hand? That big piece? That's a liner. A liner for a cupboard. You know, in the old days how they used to put like liners down on the bottom of their cupboards or in the pantry. That's a liner. I got it from Dollar Tree and I colored it. I did a whole bunch of them. I colored them a different color and then I cut them up or tore them apart and just used them for certain things. Okay? But I think this is a great way to use up your die cut scraps or just scraps in general. There we go. Okay, beautiful beings. And then after this dries, we're gonna glue it on a piece of scrap of something just to stable it, and it's gonna be a pocket, and I'm not gonna reveal them until the end. I have this. Oh, and this is another die cut piece. Not the middle, am I? Just thinking I can find some scrap fabric. I can put it down too. Like I have this piece. Cut across. I'm just going on a fly, beautiful beings. That could go there. Frayed would look better. Use the fray to go around the middle of the flower. But I gotta get this right over here. I might as well just glue that down, huh? Quits moving. I was gonna put this somewhere, but I don't think it will go now, so I'll save that for something else. Back to this. Wanted a lot of fray. Again, you see the fray and the burlap. We're in the middle of the flower. I'm just going to trim that off. Flour. Okay, it took me a while to fray the burlap, so I'm gonna just fast forward a little bit. And I keep fraying and cutting the burlap fray, and I call this a sloppy flour. That's what I call it, because it's gonna be sloppy, and I'm gonna keep it just the way it is, and it'll be its own unique flour, okay? So if you never made a sloppy flour, here you go. All right, now I need a gem. I know there's a clear one in here, but I don't know if it'll go with it. This one. Might as well. Silver one in there. Put that in there. Now I need more glue for it. So I'm just going to set it on. Glue up the gem and then set it in there. Without making a mess. There we go. Okay, I have this that I cut out. I kind of want to put that in there somewhere. It kind of matches, but it don't. But that's okay. We can take outside the box. Right, this is the closest to maroon to that. So I'm just going to go around it like this. Because there's maroon in the die cut scrap. Not the neatest, but it's going to work. I don't know where I want to glue it because it's kind of maybe down here. Let's glue it down here. It's kind of on a word. It's just double-sided. Put that right there. Now I feel like we need flowers coming out of it. Flowers coming out of it. Bike. I have these die cuts here. I have a bike. I think a bike might look cute there. I think it does, but not orange. The maroon one would look cute. That one is blending too much. I like that one because it kind of goes with flowers. That's all we gotta do is find some flowers for the basket and some flowers to go up there. Alright, I got these little die cuts right here. I don't know. I had some that were broke somewhere, but I don't know where they're at or what container they're in. And I don't think they're in there. So we'll just go with this. I need tiny ones. These ones. What colors do we have? I'd like a white. There's a little tiny yellow in there. And that matches it. This one matches it. So I'm going to use that. Found more, but I'm looking for small ones. And I want a white one. I don't think I have any. That one's backwards. But that kind of matches that, so we can use that, but I'm going to have to cut it down. These are all die cuts again. But I want one. That flower. Those flowers are too big. See, all the flowers are way too big for that little tiny basket. So I might just put those two in it. It's on the tip of these. Another green. I like that better than that. Probably cut. Here's a white one. I'll just cut a tidbit off of that. Alright, so we're going to do the basket. So we're going to add some glue right there to the back of the basket. That was way too much. We're going to move this out of the way. Just because I put too much down. Right. Then, now where'd my, there it is. We're going to use that. And I'm just going to cut the tip of this off and then cut the rest of this off so I can use it some other time. Zoom in, probably. Right, you can see right there. So you cut the tip off. That one. Oh, I didn't think about putting it through. I don't know. Bend it over maybe. I don't know, beautiful beans. I didn't even think about that. Let's see, and then it pops back up. There we go. There, now we pop that back up. And then, got too many scraps there. Put that back in there. And then, I just want to cut. How much of this? I'm measuring from the back. So I want that piece. So I'm going to cut that off. And I'm going to put a little bit of glue on this. And we're going to sneak that up into the basket hole. Try to. Come on, get in there. Just up. There, we got some of it. I gotta wipe my fingers. Then I'm gonna snake this one up in there and then we're done. I gotta move them around, but make sure that's going the right way. I'm not putting the glue down until I get that through. I want it all the way up. I keep wiping my fingers. It's stuck on something. There. There we got some flowers. And I'm gonna put a tiny bit more glue to glue that down. It wasn't really tiny. It wasn't really tiny amount, but there, I'm just gonna bend that a little bit. There we go. I'm gonna bring this back in. How are you zoomed in? Too much. There we go. And then I'm gonna put glue on this. Oh, it came out really quick. All right, things. Now we're going to go right down. Right there. Okay. And I might have to, keep panning it, but that's fine. Now we need flowers sticking out of that thing. And that glue down. No. Did, but I'm pulling it up because we need some flowers. That I want some of these in the back, so I'm just going to rip that there. And I'm going to put some some glue on the back and the front. And I'm going to tuck it in there. That. And we need more. What other colors we got going on? I don't see any maroon. I want one of these, but I don't see no maroon. Really don't want brown because it'll blend in. Don't have the orange, just that tiny bit. See, there's a tiny bit right there of like a mustard colored yellow. I don't know. We'll do orange. If I can get it. Put it back. There we go. And cut that off. Put some glue in the front. Oh, that was way too much, but at least when nail will stay down, right? You probably won't even have to. We're just putting those two in. I'm gonna move this over like that. And that was way too much glue. And there we go. Okay, beautiful beings. I have this word purpose. I have this. This, just like I used on this, it's the same thing right here. You know those Dollar Tree and Dollar Tree, the things you could put in your cupboards? I don't know what it's, contact paper? No, not contact. It's like contact paper they used to put in their cupboards in the old days, or in their pantries, on the bottom on the shelves. Well, this is like that, and all I did was cut it up, tear it apart, and I colored it with distress inks. Okay, that's all that is. But I want that, the glue on that like that. And I don't know if I tear that. Nope. So I'm gonna have to cut it. That. Just a piece of scrap I had laying around. And we're gonna glue that right there. Not much, how much glue on there. Just enough. Oh, I should put it this way. Do it that way. And then more glue there. Everything has a purpose. And I did go around this with, not that one, the maroon one. Is it the maroon one? No. I went around it with the maroon one. The word. Man, the glue's really coming out of that now. There. So we have a word. We have a word. And this is all scrap, because this is left over, the flowers left over gesso. I just rubbed it off onto the piece of scrap, scrap paper bag. And then we took our die cut scrap that was left over from the die cut and put that down. And we took a piece of burlap scrap and put it down. Then this was, I used this cardstock and this was left over, so I cut this scrap out and we used flowers and a bike die cut and more flowers. Okay? It's all about using the scraps, beautiful beings. Think outside the box. Okay? And then we even used our scrap burlap that we pulled off for the flower. And you got a beautiful pocket. I think it's beautiful and it's unique, and there's no other one in the whole world like this one. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to let everything dry. I'm going to trim this so it's more straight, and then probably trim that off, and then we're going to glue it on a thicker piece of cardstock, hopefully, or even cardboard, and make a pocket with it. Okay, beautiful beings. I'm going to cut this out. I might cut some down, some off more later. Right now, I'm just cutting it off. And cut the bottom off. I'm going to leave a little bit with a paper bag because of the wheel. Then, hoping this will fit in here, and it will. So that's good. We got a piece of envelope. We're going to glue this to an envelope that I glued together. Okay. Here's my brush. So we're just going to glue this up in Mod Podge like this. Gluing it down to the envelope. That'll make a nice sturdy pocket. This one I screwed up. See how I put the Mod Podge right there on the green? And it's like a see-through material, and I shouldn't have done that because now it's coming out of the other end. That's why I keep putting my finger there, and it's taking the green color off. So I hope I didn't screw that up too much. So I switched to Elena's. So learn from me. Do not put Mod Podge on see-through material. So I just put Elena's on around the other pieces, and now see there's green paint there. I keep wiping it off and redoing it because I'm trying not to look at it until I show you, beautiful beings. Okay, beautiful beings, we're gonna cut this one up, cut it out. That wasn't even straight. That was terrible. That's all right. At this point, I really don't care. You don't have to be perfection on this channel, right? No perfection. I just screwed that up. I cut in. Oh well. It's alright. It's alright. I'm going to try to make this side straight. I'm not promising anything. And I want to avoid this. Let me try to flip this up so I can get in there. That piece seems to be glued. Just go right along that. There we go. And there's our pocket. I don't really care for that right there. I don't like how I went in, but it's fine. It's fine, beautiful beings. Ready? Not too bad, beautiful beings. I like it. I like it. I don't know if I should leave some or not. Just like here and there maybe. I don't know. Or should I just cut it off? Doesn't seem to be glued too good right in here. Maybe a little bit more glue in. See how it was that color and now it's a lighter green? That's where I put the Mod Podge on because I totally forgot about it. I'm going to try to keep this. Every time I try to keep it straight, it does not work. There. Even kind of like brown in the back. I kind of do. This needs to come off more. I think they turned out well, beautiful beings. I do. I think they're cute pockets. And we used a bunch of scrap up, and I think I might do this. Keep doing this, and then just adding them. I'll make a playlist of using up scraps. And this, I'm just showing you, okay? Not to say that's where I'm putting it, but I'm just showing you spots you can put the pocket. Okay. So there. But I'm putting this one here only because it's dark and it's so bright. So this is getting glued down here. Okay? I mean, that looks good there too. It really does. I don't know. But I can use a lot of these in my summer pockets. Pocket files. I can. This is kind of flimsy though. I might glue it onto something. I might try to even put it on that and then just cut that. But I think that's what I'm going to do, because this is, it's not really flimsy. I mean, it's okay, but I don't know. It's bothering me. So I'll probably just glue this onto that and then cut that off in the back so you can't see it. Okay, beautiful beings. I'll give you a close-up. All of them, or both of them. I was going to do another one, but we're already past 20 minutes, so I don't want to feel rushed, because that's when I screw up. I mean, I screwed up on this one, but I just totally forgot about that being see-through when I added the Mod Podge. And here's a close-up of this one. I'll give you a real close-up of that. And I think they turned out really, really cute. And I think it's a great way. There's my sloppy flower. Great way to use up your scraps. Okay, beautiful beings. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful everything.